brand new day and still working on this whole cleaning thing. We've still got red dust going on everywhere, and while I'm in here doing this red dust cleaning job, I'm just going through and checking all of our cans, all of those different things, to see what sort of consumables I need to put on the shopping list so I don't forget them. Stick with me. We'll do a little bit of zhuzh zhuzh and then I'll show you where all this stuff goes. In these baskets we carry some pretty everyday items. We've got hand soap, we've also got Solvo that helps when Jason's doing some jobs, things like bearings and stuff like that. He can actually get his little mitts clean. We have things like these gas refuel bottles, so we have these stove lighters. We can recharge them. We've got this really Gucci citronella spray, which is for mozzies, but I'm yet to be able to use that in this setting. Same as the Good Riddance, we got that at the caravan show in Melbourne before we set off, and we're yet to need that too. So we got this set, and it also has a duplicate one that we are running in the car, so they are yet to be tested too. We have After Sun, and we also have a 50 plus sunscreen. Like I said, all these things are just here collecting Pilbara dust because we haven't had summer yet. It's been winter during our travels. So now we also carry fly spray in the car, in the caravan, and one in the entertainment hatch outside because you can never have too much fly spray. The other basket is a great size to fit all of these different things that we need just in case. So some emergency cold and flus, we've got some aspirin, some ibuprofen, anti-diarrhea, some paracetamol, hay fever, yuki oil, a bit of chest rub, some strepsils. We also have incorporated these COVID-19 tests, and of course we need space for prescription medications as well. The base of the cabinet just has a few things. It has white vinegar that we use in the toilet cassette if we're only using it for number ones. We've got a chemical that we use if we are using the cassette fully for ones and twos. We've got some washing aids. We also have this that we add the toilet stuff to as a toilet cleaning brush, and you can put the lid on it then too to keep that toilet brush and all its germs out of harm's way. Then we have this basket that has some multi-purpose cleaning towels. We have a little hand one for cleaning the car. We also have this brush which cleans dog hair off stuff. And also this one that we use to clean the solar panels. And lucky last is the scales. The location of this cabinet isn't the easiest to see in, so we'll use this little torch to help us have a quick squiz. But as you can see, everything's really accessible, and you don't have to jig around too much to get what you're looking for. So this little overhead cabinet has quite a bit of wiring in it, which might be a bit tricky to see, but it's got wiring in it for running a range of things, so it's a bit bumpy and lumpy in there, but we can still fit a great deal in. Got this trusty little hair and beard grooming kit. We have got one of those beaded microwave heat packs. We also have this shiatsu little small massage pad that you can move around, whether it's on your back, your leg, your thigh. It's tiny, but it does the job. You've just got to move it around. Don't have the luxury of sitting there and it doing it for you. And this one is just one of those pressure point ones that we can get into small muscle groups that are causing us discomfort and pain. So as you can see, that all tucks in nicely in that overhead cabinet and is really accessible to grab whenever we need it. In the top drawer is all of Jason's items for his hygiene. All his toothbrushing, deodorants, any skincare any of those types of things. He loves to have squeaky clean glasses, so he's got a whole tub of those lens cleaners, shaving equipment, and yeah, just a little tub where he can take his jewellery off at the end of the day. So that's drawer number 1. Now I'm going to need a sec to actually get these tubs cleaned. We've been using these drawers for, well, 5 months full-time on the road, but prior to that we've had this caravan for some 18 months. What we actually were able to do is find tubs from our previous caravan and bump a few more things in to make it work. We've also got that slip mat on the bottom, but as you can see, we don't have a lot of movement in here. So while we're traveling, corrugated roads, all the rest of it, we can be assured that when we pull up, all our bits are going to be exactly where we left them. As you can see, my drawers have a range of things in them. So I've got some waxing stuff, I've got some hair stuff, I've got moisturizing things, little facey bits, hair removal, makeup. So let's get it all back in the drawer. And there you go. Everything's tucked in, very easy, accessible. Get anything out that you need. Now in this little drop down cupboard in the bathroom is where I store my shoes. So it makes it really easy to select the shoes out of there. I just sit on the toilet and can put my shoes on. Now in beside our shower we have these 2 little hidey holes that are longer than my arm to reach the back wall. So this one has a 240 volt double power point. It also has a 12 volt outlet in there. In that cabinet we have these baskets. We have a tub that has a controller for Xbox. We have some Beats headphones. Got a little speaker there. He also has his JBL headphones in there, headlamp, and then I just have one of the hand-me-downs. When we are unable to take the dogs with us, we're able to pop that in place and it will then scan and tilt around into the caravan when the dogs move, and we can keep an eye on them to make sure that they're safe when we're not in the caravan. So that is a great option for people traveling with dogs. Also have a lot of our files and everything from home on external hard drives. So the next little cubby hole is this one. So I'm going to get everything back in the first one and then I'll come back to you and we'll start loading the next one. So up in the top cabinet you can also see with our Ryobi torch, that's its storage place, but it has a function. So very dark without it, but with that little bit of light on, it allows you to reach in, grab the items that you're looking for, or plug items in. We also have this open space here, which allows us to put larger items or items in there to allow for charging. The bottom shelf also has electronics in it, and we have stuck with these baskets. And a lot of these wicker baskets are brought to us by Box Sweden. Some of the versions have been purchased from Kmart. We have been able to get together perfect tubs. So in this cabinet we have a tub and they've got handles because, as you saw, the reach is quite far. So we've got these ones that we can then squeeze in. This one in particular has some towels in it and another bath mat. And in this basket we have a range of things. We have to keep a nice supply of pillowcases to put over the dog beds. We somehow ended up with a Harley Davidson flag, and we've also got these 2 neck scarves that you put water on and keeps you cool in summer. Then we have longer, thinner tubs. These longer, thinner tubs have equipment that we use every day for filming. This one doesn't do anything other than have the drone bag in there, so that like I said, you can pull them forward, get them out, and they're easily accessible. Now the only other things that go into this cabinet is our tripod. Now this one is the magic stick. That is for those cleaning items that we use for the solar panels and other areas. And these ones with equipment sit in there nice and snugly, and you can pull it forward, grab out what you need and slide it back, And we actually always leave this Ryobi torch, another one. It tucks in there nice and tidy. Just in town near the KFC Coles complex. This is where they actually have the town access to travellers for water. But I've come in today to fill up all these water bottles just to do the laundry. But as you can see, we are a little bit wet, so can tick showering off the list today. Reusing the 10-litre water bottles from the supermarket, we can fit 11 across the floor here, which makes 110 litres of water that we can use. And this is sort of like the whole gym program here out in the wilderness, that we're doing a little bit of weightlifting today. 10 kilo dumbbell presses. Would that be right? I haven't been to the gym for a long time, but that terminology sounds pretty fancy for me. Here we have our little hoist. Are you helping? Right. Don't. Today is going to be washing sheets day. So the bed linen is on the hit list, and we just have to move everything out of the way to get to all of the nooks and crannies around the bed. This will take us 3 individual loads, and each of those loads will take around about 50 litres. Okay, so just behind this leg stabiliser, you can see that I've attached that. Some things we have to do to prepare is turn the pump on, and we also just go in and make sure that we have the inverter on. So today we've got a sunny day coming in at 28 degrees. So at the moment it is only 8:15 in the morning. We've got 118, 120 watts coming in, and we're at 71. So as we're using the washing machine today, it will be recharging, and then in the afternoon it will top itself back up to 100. So really great idea to use 240 volt if you know that the day is going to be really clear and you're going to get an enormous amount of solar back in through the afternoon. So all we need to do is pop up this bench, which has a lid that is on a piano hinge. So that folds back nice and neat. The lid of the washing machine pops up. We have that basket. I do like to start by loading in some water beforehand and some laundry powder, just so then it sort of gets a little bit of a chance to, or what would you call it, dissolve before everything is added in there, so we don't get excess, what would you call it, like white laundry powder on clothing and stuff. Now we can grab load number 1, and it's not very much stuff to grab because we can fit 1 pillowcase and 1 sheet. So let's go and jam them in. All right, poke it in. I can just hear all the dirt and grime from the wet outside. Although we are cleaning, we are making way more mess to clean up later. But we have an on button. Then we have a level filler. I always leave ours on medium, but you can go low, medium, high. We use medium. And here we have a range of options that I can just spin something out if I've been hand washing in a bucket. I can do a long wash or a short wash. What we actually prefer to use is the rapid wash. It will take 21 minutes for the cycle to complete. We can pop this lid down, and I always stay close by so I can hear when it clicks in, really, a clicking sound, when it's going to change from the washing cycle to the rinse cycle, and then I come back in and do some more work on it. So I will be back in approximately 10 minutes. The machine is now draining the water, so I always like to double check out the window to make sure the water is actually coming out the pipe. It will very, very shortly start to spin out all of that, then ask me to help it with the rinse cycle. Now I need both my hands to start loading a bit more water in. It's going now to change cycle. So I don't know if you heard that whoosh, but it actually is changing cycle, and now it's starting to fill. So I will push the pause button. I know it's very complicated, but Now I can actually turn it on and it's starting without loading any water into it. We are on the last few minutes of the spin cycle. I have not had a caravan with one of the wall-mounted washing machines. I cannot comment on whether they're great, they're not. What I actually do find is with our top loading machine, it gives me the option to add as much water when I want to. So if I had a preference, if I was building a caravan and I was going to choose one, I would definitely choose the one that is a top loader, because I can manually walk through all the processes on that machine and override. Definitely in scenarios where we're off-grid and we are strict on how much water we can use, I can make washing happen, but make it that I choose how many litres we use to clean. And that happy little tune that my washing machine sings means it's time to hang out a load of washing and start the next one. So I'm not going to bore you with another load of washing because I've got 3 of these to do today, but I hope that helps you understand how I use a machine in an off-grid scenario. I almost forgot to show you that the machine is currently using 240 watts for this cycle. I thought it might interest some viewers how much we actually can fit into a 3 kilo washing machine. So we have this laundry bag, just hangs up on this hook here, and once it's full, we load the washing machine. So this is what's come out of the bag. We've got a singlet, pair of shorts. This one is a dress. We have, well, this is another dress. We've got a bra, a couple of pairs of knickers, a pair of tracksuit pants. Now that is roughly what we would fit into a load. So I'll come back after I've given it a wash and I will show you how much that actually looks like when you've got it hung out on a line. Give it a little bit more perspective. Okay, the load's ready. So we can scoop it all out, pop it in, and take it out to the clothesline. Okay, so hopefully now you can see it a bit better. We got the singlet, the tracksuit pants, a pair of shorts, a bra, 3 pairs of knickers, and that's a night dress, and that's a day dress, but that is how much I fit comfortably in my 3 kilo washing machine. Here is another example of a load from the 3 kilo washer. Our 3 kilo washer can fit 1 queen size sheet and a pillowcase. It can also fit the queen size fitted sheet and a pillowcase. One thing that does not fit in our 3 kilo washing machine is our queen size comforter. The weight and size of it is just too much. It does fit in there, but the machine cannot spin it. It's just too much stress on the machine. Thanks for hanging out with me this week, and I hope to catch you next week when we're up to something quite different. See you then.